Tattoo Critique episode 7, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a speed run. First one is from Trevor. Trevor's been tattooing a year. He's getting better. Just judge me harshly. Trevor, what I like what you're doing is you're worried about what's important right now, and then that would be line work. You're working on lines. You're not trying to do a ton of shading, maybe a little black fill in that smiley face there. Now I do see the lines are improving as the work goes along. But if we take a look at this healed piece right here, you could definitely see that even though it's healed, those lines are a little bit beat up, meaning you're probably running your machine a little bit too fast, maybe moving a little bit too slow, because it's not only going in there, but it's kind of scarring up that skin as well. So work on that lining, but overall there is improvement. But again, lining needs some work. Our next piece is from Owen. Owen's been tattooing for about a month now, been watching the videos. They have enjoyed tattooing on fake skin and felt comfortable moving onto their own skin. Thanks for your help. Now, if we take a look at Owen's work, this is obviously the work they've been doing on fake skin, and I think it's really good. You see there's a variety of different things they're doing, filling in some black, some shading, some line. They got really comfortable. They got comfortable enough through these pieces on fake skin to go, you know what, I'm going to take this to real skin. And when they did, as you can see, the result is not bad. It's a simple tattoo, but a simple tattoo can be a hard tattoo due to the fact that there's really no room for error. It has to be executed, pretty well in order for it to be a good tattoo. And I think this was executed well. The lines are all relatively smooth and consistent. I got nothing to say here. I think, Owen, you're going down the right path. Your work is heading that way just after looking at your fake skin in this piece. Just more time. I think that you're being patient and you're being smart about it, so keep at it, and I wish you all the best. Next piece is from Lily. She was using a 3-round liner and found that stretching the skin really helped her out a bit, along with a different brand of needles. I mean, you're talking about using a 3-round liner. It's not the best thing you want to use in the beginning. You see it so often, people sitting there with that 3-round liner just scratching away. It ends up with this hot mess. That didn't happen here. These are some really smooth, crisp little lines, some very nice shading. Just really nothing I can say negative about this. I like the little barbed wire. I like the numbers. I will say that for a lot of you watching, I wouldn't, again, try to use these 3-round liners to do serious pieces, okay? I think it takes a little more time to get comfortable using these 3-round liners to make nice, clean, crisp lines. I would definitely work with something larger in the beginning. But that being said, these look fantastic. Great job. Keep at it. You're right on. Our next piece is from Frankie. Frankie's been tattooing for about a year now, looking to seeing about upping my game and getting better. Anything I need to work on. Thanks, bro. Love your videos and have a good day. So if we take a look at a couple of Frankie's pieces, I think they're really nice. I think the lines are super clean. I think it's simple and smooth, but looks good. I think if we look at the skull hand and the rose, it's just clean. It's very nice. There's nothing crazy going on, but it is clean. I have nothing to say about it. I think the only thing I could really say is maybe when we look at that color piece right here, is that maybe some of the colors didn't quite saturate enough. It kind of looks a little unfinished, if you will, or like maybe it was touched by a hand that didn't quite have the color packing ability that they wanted to have. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but just looking at it, it looks a little unpolished for some of the other work that you sent in. So maybe just focus on your color packing a little bit more, slow down, let that color saturate, especially those lighter tones. They just take a little bit longer, move away, do something else, see how it impacts the skin, and maybe go back in and work it then. But again, I thank you for sending those in, Frankie. Our next piece is from Floor. Floor is a fine artist and an illustrator with a background in animation, but's always been into tattoos. Floor picked up a tattoo machine in November for the first time, and after some practice and guidance, mustered up the courage to tattoo her boyfriend and other people who are willing and would really just appreciate our input. So as you guys saw, the work was pretty dang good, especially considering how long Floor's been at this. In the spirit of trying to point a couple things out to you, if we take a look at this piece up at the top there where the banner goes across, some of that is a little bit blown out. The needles went in a little too deep. And through some of these pieces, I see that maybe your lines are a little shaky, but you haven't been doing this that long. This work looks good. Again, we have some black work here. Very nice, clean, legible. And then we move on to this little guy, which is just super cool. The color's there. It's on the foot. It looks well saturated. Got nothing negative to say. And then we round that off with this really cool, fun piece. The only thing I will say is watch the healing on this to confirm how it heals, and that heals the way you want it to heal. Some of these lighter tones can be tricky in the healing process, but it looks good. It looks like it's put in well. Pat yourself on the back. Don't beat yourself up. Again, just work a little bit on that lining, refining that smoothness. It comes with time, and I still struggle with it all the time. So, again, don't beat yourself up. But thank you. Our next piece is from Dylan. Dylan says, friends and family keep asking for tattoos. Although I'm not very confident in my work, regardless of what others tell me, please critique. Honestly, I would love to improve. Here's a couple of my most recent pieces. Thank you so much. All right, Dylan, we're going to real quickly throw this first one up here. Now, if we get close, we zoom in a little bit. You may have saw before. The lines are botched, my friend. They are a little all over the place. It does not look smooth. It does not look crisp. Your lines are in trouble right now, okay? It hurts to say this, but I really couldn't find a line that was decent here. I would say that you need to probably take a step backwards and maybe work on your lining. Run lines on some fake skin. Like, just get comfortable, because there's a comfort problem here when the lines are this whacked out, all right? Now, if we take a look at this piece here, I see that you started putting some shading in this piece, but I don't think you're quite ready for that. I don't think you're ready for that. Sometimes we try to do everything at once. We want to learn how to color pack, shade, line, design, everything, and it's just overwhelming and too much to do. Take a step back, work on that lining, feel confident with that, then move forward. Because looking at this piece, in my opinion, it needs a total repair. It needs reworked, because it's not really gonna be what you want it to be. But with that said, tattooing is just like anything else. It takes time, it takes failure, it takes struggles, it takes trials to get where you want to be. So don't be discouraged, just keep at it and know that you need a little bit more practice, and tell those friends who are dying to get in to just hold their horses. But thank you for sending that in. Our next piece is from Pedro. Pedro says, love the videos, just looking for an evaluation. He's entering the tattoo world in his 60s and has been working on a couple pieces on some wheeling volunteers. I really liked his work. There are even some other pieces I didn't even show here that were also really good. If we start by taking a look at this elephant right here, we can see it's unfinished, but you can definitely see where it's going. Are there some lines that are a little wobbly? Yes, but hey, maybe that is the way it is supposed to be. Who am I to know until it is complete? But the darks are where the darks are supposed to be. The lights are where the lights are supposed to be. And then if we jump over here to this broken vase and flowers, really nice. I like the way it was shaded. And then finally we jump over here. We have a piece that he's been working on himself. The shading in that rose looks nice. It's smooth, it's healed well, and it's great that he's also included these healed work so we can really see how things are going along. So all in all, Pedro, I think you are doing fantastic. Congratulations at entering the tattoo world in your 60s and showing that it can be done and done well. So again, thank you for sending that in.